Alright, so this is up in Morrow, Ohio. The deck rescue painters of Kong Armor have just come in here and washed all this up. And boy, it was a mess. It had a disintegrating flaking stain all over the place. So this is a Valspar. This was a Valspar stain that was on this deck system. And the problem that they're having is they would have had huge, immense cost to have somebody come in here and do sanding or do chemical peel or something like that to try to remove this stuff. I'll show you. This is kind of what this whole deck system looked like up here. This out here and here, where this has really good adhesion, you see the stain that was on it? It looked like that out there everywhere. But the deck rescue painters of Kong are so adequate now at removing this with just high pressure. No sanding, no chemical peeling, none of that stuff. None of that high dollar stuff, that high dollar, high labor stuff that forces deck owners into embracing lifting up all their boards and replacing them, right? But what we're getting ready to do here is we're getting ready to bring in Kong Armor, the world's toughest deck armor. And its specific job, its designation, what it was designed to do is exactly this right here. Lock down and encapsulate disintegrating flaking stains, peeling deck paints, peeling bare deck over, any of this type of stuff. It's a very thick build, super thick, high build, ultra tough encapsulation coating for decks, where we don't have to sand, again, peel, we don't have to do any of that stuff, right? So what you guys are about to witness here is something we call lockdown encapsulation. We're gonna save them from that replacement that they were facing. It's gonna be a huge savings here. Now, look, there's rotten boards and there's loose boards. There's a board here that's sagging. All this stuff is taken care of in our deck rescue painting process. So the deck rescue painters of Kong Armor, we're going to come in here. We're going to replace all these bad and rotten boards here. First thing tomorrow morning, we're going to replace these down here. We think these are non-pressure treated. We're going to do an hour or so of set downs where we set down loose nails and screws and just get everything tightened up, maintenanced, and perfect. And then we'll do that encapsulation. So restoration and repair included. I want to show you guys what this looks like when it's done. So stand by for lockdown. Stand by to witness the power of the world's toughest and most versatile deck encapsulation coating, Kong Armor, the lifetime deck armor system. Watch this. So now I'm out in Lawrenceburg, Indiana at one of Kong Armor's existing lifetime deck armor systems. Actually, there's two systems here. So check this. There's this one. So last year we performed peeling deck paint lockdown encapsulation on this little patio. Look how beautiful. We're a year in and look how beautiful. Look how gorgeous. Look. Kong's been here for over 12 months now. I think we're 14, 15 months in, if I'm not. Actually, that's incorrect. About 12 months in. We're about 12 months in, and look how pretty, look how gorgeous. What this had on it, guys, this deck, when we did the encapsulation, it had this on it. So what was that? Whatever this is on this old barn here, probably just some old exterior house paint of some sort, was all over this, and it was all over the other system. No, that system up there didn't have anything on it. This one had this on it, and it was just horrible looking. I'll see if I can find some pictures of it and I'll put it in here. But we're here this year to wash this, and it needs like one or two little touch-ups. So that's the great thing about Kong Armor, and we try to tell you guys about it. It comes with not only warranty, but it also comes with the service promise to cover the things that nobody in the world that does this type of work will cover for you under warranty. Stuff like this, nobody would ever cover that under a warranty, right? It's just a little tiny nick. stuff like this, obviously that's from a hot tire pickup of some sort, probably from that bike. And the landscapers, I believe, did some damage down here this year when they were mulching, or either that or we missed this, or he moved a bush or something that was here. So 5 minutes of touch-up this year. Under Kong's lifetime service promise, the system will be back right where it needs to be. Let's check out this other deck system over here. I'll tell you a little bit about it. All right, so here's his main deck system here. And this is actually, I'm incorrect. This is not Lawrenceburg. This is West Harrison. Oh, this is West Harrison, Indiana. Pretty out here. So this year when we came out here to do service promise for him, highly valuable to this deck owner because there was weeds growing up everywhere and he needs the help annually. So that's the benefit of our service promise, is that once you get Kong armor put on your deck system, you have that lifetime service promise where we'll come out once annually, wash the structure, and if it has any nicks or dings anywhere, anything that you need, we spot touch it up. Nothing's perfect, right? And once you start realizing that, we switch you over to the toughest available coating system, and then we go give you service, support, and warranty for it for life. Once you start realizing that and you start embracing the care that comes with Kong, over the course of 5 to 10 years, it pays you back huge. And the big advantages of it is that you don't have to do deck care anymore. We do it for you. As far as I know, Kong armor, the world's toughest deck armor, is the only deck coating system on the planet that comes with service and support, locally backed for life, right? So what's going on here? He returned a bad board. So up there you guys will see he returned a bad board. That's very normal for wood deck systems, to return a bad board or two every so often. It's very normal. And with our service promise, we swap out the bad board for him. He doesn't have to do it. We do it for him. It's a very beautiful thing, but this system, it's undergoing touch-ups this year. It just went through washing, okay? It does need a few touch-ups, so he probably has, I think he has about an hour of touch-ups here and swapping out of a board. Boy, that sure beats. That sure beats completely refinishing your deck system. So where does he have the touch-ups at? Well, naturally, they're here. So there's something going on where there was some type of abrasion damage here next to the door, next to this door, and a couple little nicks out here. That's it. That's it. And it takes us just like 5-10 minutes just to spot touch that up, right? Now, he did also have an area. So he did also have an area where someone came through here with a tractor and busted that off, right? So busted the wood off, busted that off, and we'll touch this up for him this year as well. There's not any structural damage there. It's just chipping of the wood where that tractor gouged it out. Once we coat over top of that, it won't be very noticeable anymore. But boy, when we first coated this structure, boy, was it a mess, buddy. Let me tell you, it had been through years without care or any type of protection. And now we've got it encapsulated in the world's toughest deck armor. It gets washed once a year. It gets touched up. He should never need to completely paint, stain, or refinish again. And that's the power of the world's toughest deck armor, Kong armor. So if you're tired of doing deck, if you're tired of that stuff, switch over to Kong. Switch over to the industrial elastomer that comes with the care, the service, support, and warranty that you need. Now, if he would have had some type of large-scale failure here, like large-scale peeling, that we could look at and say, hey, this ain't no touch-up stuff. This ain't wash in and a little touch-up here or there. We could talk about warranty where we get it for him free, coating and labor. But that's not what played out here this year. What played out here was a structure that was overgrown with weeds, needed washed, and just simply needed a few touch-ups. No fault of the coding system, no fault of the provider. And 90% of the time, that's the case. And that's why that service promise is so important. It's so vital. You can't do lifetime coatings, you can't do lifetime anything without a service promise. And anybody that tells you different, they're lying to you. They're lying to you. There's not a building material, there's not a coating, there's nothing out there that if you don't do service, it'll stay good forever. That doesn't exist. What we do have for you is the toughest available today and give you the care that you need. What's so wrong with that, right? The quicker you accept that, quicker you can start saving time, hassle, and money long term, right? Look, I'm in West Harrison. I'm bouncing out of here. I'm getting out of here. I'm going home for the day. So tell you what, you guys check out callingarmor.com. Like, follow, subscribe. Please do that. Follow our adventures here at Kong. Follow my adventures. See ya.